Welcome back to segment 2 of the Today Show. County Commissioners Show. So we're going to talk, as I said, about DREC and our recreational pathway system capacity study. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Elizabeth.
Yes, so I'm so excited that we're doing this. So it's Summit County along with what we call DREC, which is the Dillon Reservoir advisory group in some way. And so that consists of Summit County, Denver Water, Town of Frisco, Town of Dillon. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And the Forest Service. And
Yeah.
the Forest Service. So they're all part of this DREC crew as well. And we're going to do a capacity analysis as at the Dillon Reservoir itself, which is, by the way, the largest reservoir in Denver water system. So capacity analysis there, along with our RecPath. And so we have 38 miles that the county takes care of the RecPath, and then an additional 17 miles that are handled by Keystone, I think Copper, Town of Breckenridge, Town of Frisco, and I think Town of Silverthorne are all other partners in that. And so as we hear all the time, our RecPaths are getting so crowded. You know, it's really time we address that and look. And SC Group, which is a local group based out of Frisco, this is what they do, and they do lots of studies around the country and around the world, really, in recreation. And so they're going to help us, and we're going to look into this, and we're encouraging people to share their opinions, and that information will be forthcoming, because we really want to hear from people if they go to the Dillon Reservoir once a year on a pontoon boat, or if they're riding their bike on the RecPath every day that it's plowed and open and ready to go. We want to hear from those people. So, and
there'll be a survey, and I think you can get information about that if you go to the county's website and go to the open space page. You'll be able to find the link to that information.
We'll be pushing it out, but people should look for that, because we really want to hear from everyone.
Yep, absolutely. Good. Thomas, along the lines of rec paths, you want to talk about, there's been some projects at both ends of Swan Mountain Road related to the county rec path.
Yeah. So let's see, to start with, thank you everyone for your patience this summer, as every single road in this county seems to be under construction right now. They're not all our projects, but I get it. I heard just today from someone who's like, I was 15 minutes late because of the construction on Swan Mountain Road. Like, but it's getting done. So
short season to do that, right?
Exactly. So there are two bigger projects that allowed us an opportunity to make some improvements to the rec path over Swan Mountain Road. One is the town of Breckenridge installing the works for their new water plant. That gave us an opportunity to make improvements at the high school end of Swan Mountain Road, if you will. That's almost done. And then we've got a larger project just working on all the roads inside Summit Cove. And part of that project allowed us to make some improvements at the other end of the Swan Mountain Rec Path. And that should finish up here in the next week or so. So improvements much needed, safety is improved, and again, thank you for your patience as you're out there dodging the orange cones.
Yeah, absolutely. We were joking as before we started the show, because the school road is also closed coming into the high school where we do this show. And wasn't sure where we were going to be able to turn in, and then there were striping going on in parking lots over here as well. So
it's a lot of cones
it's everywhere.
out.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. So again, as Thomas said, bear with us, but it is a short season, and we want to try to get as much work done as we can during that short season. And the rain, although great for fire mitigation, not great for some construction projects typically. So, all right, we're going to take another quick break, because one of the responses we heard in our survey about this show was they'd like less of us and more of the things that happen in between our segments.
Oh, okay.